Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel Tech Geo8, and we'll be talking about the beginner's guide in C++. So for this specific video, we'll be talking about the basic input and output operations. Okay, so in C++, the input and output operation is using the stream concept. Okay, so the stream is the sequence of byte or flow of data. Okay, so it makes everything the performance very faster. Okay, so if byte flow from the main memory to device like printers, display screen, and network connections, then many more, is called an output operation. Okay, then if bytes also flow from device like printers, display screen, or network connections to the main memory, is called an input operation. Okay, so we have the common header files used in C++, the common input and output header files used in C++. We have example, we have the IO stream. Let's open our IDE. Okay, the common one is the IO stream. Okay, but guys, don't worry about this one for the meantime. Don't worry about this. We'll be talking about it many. Like as we move on, we'll be talking about this. So just don't worry about this two stuff you see here. So let's just concentrate. Okay, so we have something like COUT with the character output, and CIN character input, and also you have CER with the character error. So the IO stream is used to define the character output, character input, and also the character error objects, which correspond to the standard output stream, the standard input stream, and also the standard error stream, okay, respectively. So we also have something called the FS stream. Sorry, F stream. Okay, so for the F stream, is used to declare services for user controlled file processing. Okay, then also have, so guys, as I said, don't worry, as we move on, we'll be talking about this. And so for the basic stuff, we're taking you to the basic stuff for today. So as we move on, we'll be talking about more stuff. Okay, so we also have this. Okay, so it's used to declare services useful for performing formatted input and output, such as set precision. We have set precision. Okay, and also your set W. Okay, so let's talk about the COUT with the character output. Okay, so the character output is used to display whatever you place inside the quotation marks to the screen. Okay, so let's just run our first program. Here's the hello world. Let's just run using the character outputs and want to run any program. Hello world. So the character output displays whatever you place inside the less than marks. Sorry, the less than marks to the console. Okay, so using the character inputs, you'll be using the greater than. Okay, so just put it in mind, it's different. So the character output is different for the character inputs. The inputs that is down for accepting inputs. Okay, so let me just explain this the character output very well. Okay, so the character output is predefined object of the OStream class. Okay, so it is connected with the standard output device, which usually displays the screen. Okay, so the character output is used in conjunction with the stream insertion operator. Where is this one? This is the insertion operator. Okay, the less than. Okay, so to display the output on the console. So as I ran the program, you saw that it displayed hello world to and the console. So the character output is just used for displaying whatever you place inside there, less than max. Okay, so let's talk about the character inputs. Okay, is a CIN. So let's make a simple program for illustration. So the int is integer. Okay, so the integer the integer accepts numbers, whole numbers. Okay, so let's bring our character inputs, and that's why to be using the greater than max. Okay, let's put sorry. Okay, so let's display the results. Let's say hello user, your ages. Okay, so you bring in another one here, then age. Okay, so let's run our program. Okay, so no, let me just bring something here which will tell you to. Let me input something here. Okay, so let's run our program. Okay, so enter your age. Let's enter 75. So hello user, your age is 75. So that's the function of the character input for accepting inputs. Okay, for accepting input from the user. You see, if you didn't bring this one, okay, and we still input something, the program is valid. Okay, it's valid. There's nothing wrong with it. So if you still run it, so you see it come like a blank space. Just input something. Hello user, your age is 74. So I hope you've understood this, the character input and the character outputs. Yeah, so it's very easy. You can just check out on Google, research on it more. Then you find many examples that you can try. You can just copy this one, make more examples so that you can be familiar with it. Okay, so you can just make more. You can even draw a shape using the character input. Just delete this one. Let me draw a simple shape. Okay, let's draw a line. So okay, so let's run it. Let's run it. Sorry, I think I have an error. Okay, let's draw a line. And so you see, it's everything on the C++ is in order. Okay, so this is our first line of code, and it will run this one to the down. Okay, so it won't start from down to up, it's from the top to down. So anything you put here, it will be let's change this one. Let's make it a different shape. Okay, so let's make it a different shape. Let me use this one. Okay, let me use okay, let's print it out. You see, everything is in order. So to first display the one at the top first, then the second one, then the third one. Okay, so let's talk about variables. Okay, so Variables are name, storage, locations. Um, we can make a variable, because like int age is a variable. So in C++, you have to define the variable type. Okay, so you have to tell C++ that, let's say, the variable is either a string, an integer, a float. We have floats, we have string, we have character, and many more. Okay, so for defining a variable, you have to tell C++ the kind of variable that you want to define. So let's say you want to define decimal numbers. We have double. We also have floats. So for the double, like, let's say the double is more like, let's say double. The example of a double, you can make like 8.00000. That's a double. But a float is just like the double has more decimal points. Sorry, after the point, it has more decimal numbers. But for the floats, it has, let's say, only one decimal number. That's for the floats. Okay, so in C++, that's the difference between the float and the double. You have many differences that you can check out on Google. Okay, so you can go to Google and just check it out for the double and the float. Okay. So let's create something. Let's create something. Okay, let's create something that will accept you input from the user, then it will store it in the variable. So let's set a variable like str, and then let's make it name. Okay, then let's first display enter name. Okay, then let's end line. So let's discuss about this end line. So you see, if you want to end the line of let's say you are trying to display enter your name here. Okay, so you can also bring something. Let's make an example. Yes. Okay, so if you bring the end line to end the line, then to begin the next operation at the next line. Okay, so if you want this one, the first code to be part of the second one, you just move the end line then to be part. Let's make an example and let's run it and you see how the end line feature is used. Okay, so let's make it end line. Okay, so let's run this one first. Okay, so you see they are all on separate lines, but in the case if you move the end line, it will add the first one to the second one and to be on the same line. Okay, yeah, so the first one and the second one will be on the same line. Yeah, so you see enter your, you're all the same. Okay, so to be on the same line. So I hope this tutorial was very helpful. So we're just talking about the basic stuff. So in our next tutorial.